Hello, everyone. DSP here. Welcome to DSP Reacts. This is a very special announcement video. I want to talk a little bit about this channel, its status, and the future. Okay, today is October 21st, 2024. As of today, I'm about to broadcast episode 87 of DSP versus the Internet, my weekly clips react show, where channel members here nominate clips, and I react and respond to them. It's a good show that I like doing every week. It used to be always on Sundays. Now it's moving to Mondays because my schedule is changing around because my day off is now going to be Saturdays. And really, what fueled this channel and what made this channel viable to keep this show running as long as it did for 87 episodes, nearly 2 years, is member support. People who became either ultra or submissions to your members and supported those clips, okay? So, a few things have changed. Number one, right now on this channel, this week, we had a record low number of video submissions. Only 5 Ultra members submitted videos, and I think only 11 other people posted for their submissions thread videos. And I think there's like maybe 22, 23 videos there. That's the least we've ever had. Okay? In reality, I don't even know if we're going to have enough to actually fill the show. Okay? The interest in this show, DSP versus the Internet, has waned greatly. When I first brainstormed the idea, I had never reacted to clips from the internet at all, correct? But now, regularly I'm reacting to stuff. On my podcast, if someone has like a game trailer they want me to watch, I'll watch it live on the show. And I feel like this show's formula, which is short clips, worked for a while, but I feel like within 2 years of this show running, we've kind of exhausted the library of short, meaningful clips that make sense for the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, people wanted me to see this content creator or this legendary YouTube video or this or that. And we've kind of gotten through them all to the point now we only have pretty much the same small group of people. Like I said, maybe 15, 20 people tops who are submitting videos a week. And you get a lot of samey stuff. I mean, I'm sure if you're a fan of the show and you watch it every week, you could say right now, oh yeah, that's why we always see this kind of a video almost all the time. And that's why we always see this kind of a video almost all the time. You're right. It's the same people submitting the videos. Okay. So that being said, I feel like very soon, whether it's within a month or whatever, I think I need to change things up here on DSP Reacts. I think it's the only way to really to make it work. Right now, I think no lie, when it comes to oh yeah, I know I didn't change this because it was having an error earlier, and I'll change it in a second. Someone brought that up. In regards to this channel, really the only consistent content I put on it is DSP versus the Internet. Now, every once in a while, I do a food video where it's Feasting with the King or DSP Tries It, and those actually do well on the channel. They get upwards of 1,000 to 2,000 views. I did some special react stuff this year, like the Co-op Kino Casino react to the Review Tech documentary from June the King, or my own documentary from June the King that I did myself react to, right? But for the most part, the only consistent content is DSP versus the Internet, right? And I get that, but at the same time, it starts to get played out. So what I'm actually a little disappointed at is this year, as we're doing this weekly show, this clip show, people have been submitting videos that are upwards of 10, 20, 30 minutes long. And I start watching them. I'm like, wow, this is a great video essay. Wow, this is a great documentary. I wish I could watch the whole thing, but this is a clip show. And we got to keep the show moving. And because we got to keep the show moving, I can't watch any more of it, right? I feel like the era of the clip show has kind of been worn out here. I feel like now what makes more sense would be for me to actually do longer form reacting on the regular. Now, I'm not saying that this would be every Sunday. Maybe we would do it once or twice a month. And maybe we would have to find a way that people could nominate content they'd like to see me long form react to. Documentary, a video essay, whatever it is. Maybe we could have some voting or something. I'm not sure. We have to brainstorm that and try to figure it out. But the point I'm making here is that the era of the weekly clip show, I really feel is coming to an end. I mean, to give you some perspective, right now, I have a whopping 140 people watching this on YouTube. 140 people. That's not enough to maintain me doing this every week. On Kick, I'm co-streaming it. We have 30 people on Kick. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not something that's bringing in attention anymore. This is not something that's bringing in support anymore. It's basically played out. And when things get played out, I need to mix it up. So I think what we should do is officially, how about let's do it this way. All right, let's take a look at the calendar. And next week would be the 28th. The week after that would be the 4th. The week after that would be the 11th. And the week after that would be the 18th. I think we should do one more month of DSP versus the internet, and then we should wrap the show up. I mean, that's just me being honest. I'd love feedback on this. I know people will watch this video and be shocked and be like, what? Why? I just don't feel like it's doing it anymore. You know, for example, the amount of members that I now have on this channel isn't really even sufficient to warrant me doing this show once a week. You know, I rarely get any support on the stream. Look at the support I got on my podcast. Now we're going to start this show, and I almost never get support on the show, right? The views aren't good on the show. The views aren't good on the videos after the fact on demand, and the members are drying up. So I feel like we need to change the formula up. And I don't want to just quit reacting, but I think what we should do is quit the style of reacting. I do feel like we should mix it up and do more long-form reacting at this point and do it less often. That way it's not taking away as much from my regular schedule of gameplay and other content, okay? So let's officially make it official. We got today, the 28th of October, and then 2 more weeks into November, and that will be the end of DSP versus the internet, okay? And I definitely feel like that makes sense, but what I want to do is I want to do different reacting. So here's the question I propose to everyone, and I need feedback. Please leave comments on this video. I need your feedback. How do we make a long-form react show work? How often do we do it, right? How do we determine what's the piece of content that I'm going to watch and long-form react to? I want people to have interaction. I want people to have a say, but at the same time, I want it to be meaningful. I want people to show up for it and care. I really feel like one of the reasons we don't get a good audience for this show is you never know what you're going to watch, right? You have no clue what the clips are, so how can you get excited for it, right? If you knew what clips were, oh, he's going to watch that on that day? Oh, I'm excited on that. We got to get over there, right? So we could do that. And then we could be, you know, a big 3-hour stream of me watching 1 or 2 videos that are long and I can watch and intelligently react instead of just, oh, it was a 2-second clip and we blah, 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 and we're done and we're on to the next, right? And I'm curious to see how it works. Now, here's the thing. I fully know this means that many of you who are paid members on this channel are likely going to cancel your memberships. I totally 100% understand. Okay? I get it. So I'm going to lose revenue initially. What I'm hoping for, though, is that the new idea of the long-form reacts will be better. More people will show up and support those streams. And therefore, it'll be just as good, only we're making better content that people want to see. It's apparent you guys don't want to see this style of content anymore. It's lasted about 2 years. I get it, but I don't want to keep putting time and effort into something that people are telling me they're just not interested in, right? And it seems like that's the message I'm getting. So, all good things must come to an end, right? Let us go ahead and agree that next week will be the, well, I guess this week is the beginning of the countdown. We'll do 4 more shows, including this week. So that way, those who maybe became a member today, you have your month where you can submit your clips and stuff like that. And then we figure it out, okay? We need to talk about this regularly now to figure out how we're going to change the show. I need feedback. Please leave comments on this video. All right, and go from there. I think at the very least, maybe once a month, maybe bi-weekly, so that would be twice a month, do a long-form react. That would give me a little bit of more content for my gameplay stuff or my other projects, but hopefully we'd give us enough time to focus in on 1 good or 2 good videos that we could really watch long form and enjoy and react to fully rather than rushing through a bunch of unrelated clips that people aren't really into, right? Okay, so that's the announcement. The final countdown for DSP versus the internet begins. Exactly. Darcy X says, I'm yet to see a green name here. I'm telling you, we have like almost no members on this channel anymore. Almost none. There's, you know, most people have canceled their memberships and aren't submitting clips. So that's why, I mean, how can I make the show viable when there's no one who's a member anymore? I can't, that was what was making me my revenue on this channel, and it's gone. There, like I said, I think we have like 5 to 10 ultra members. Only half of them even posted up a clip for this week. We have maybe 10 to 15 standard members, of which maybe 11 people posted up for this week. It's just not working anymore. Okay? All right, guys. So thank you for 2 awesome years. The final countdown begins. The final 4 shows starting today. Let's brainstorm some ideas. Let's see what happens for how we do the next project, long form stuff. But thank you for 2 awesome years of DSP versus the internet. But I think the time has come to move on and do something better. Okay? Comments. Please comment on the video. Let me know your thoughts. We'll go from there. Peace out.